Out on the bayou, there seems to be a gator coming towards Billy who's swimming.
What are you doing?
Billy seems to be misunderstanding the bystander. Oh dear, that gator just took out Billy. What is that bystander doing? Help him.
Stupid gator. Gotta be a big one. Oh, I think we got a gator here. I think I'm gonna need my dribble hook on this one. It's gator season.
These here gators are the strongest beasts in the world. Just earlier today, we had a swimmer getting taken down by one of these big heads. As you can see, gators are dangerous, but this is how we make our living. So today, we going gator hunting. We are the best gator hunting team in the bayou. We're the only ones who are able to catch this gator.
Hi, I'm Junior. We like to have a lot of fun out in the swamps, but today we'd like to talk to you about something serious. Packs of stray dogs that control most of the wildlife here in Waterford. Remember, if you see a stray dog, don't call the authorities. Approach it yourself. Here's a few things that can help you when you find a stray dog. First, leave a trail of meat that leads into a box, and once the dog's in the box, beat it with a pole. Or you can get a rope to wrestle the critter, and then you can beat it with a broomstick. Just remember, the dog is not your friend. However, it could be.
Meeting is in session. We have called this meeting today to address a serious problem in our swamps. As many of you may have heard, a swimmer, our beloved friend Billy, has recently been killed by a big old gator. This gator has wreaked havoc in our swamp for far too long, and someone needs to do something about it. So I am calling upon you gator hunters to capture this gator we like to call Bessie. We will offer a reward of $2,000 for this gator. Now, before you think this is a good idea, I'm going to go out there and get it, I want to make sure you guys are trained professionals. So I'm going to listen to your speech as to why you are the most qualified people to capture Bessie. Sir, you don't need to raise your hand. Sir, you can remain seated.
Hello, I'm Willie, and I'm the most qualified gator hunter to catch Bessie. None of these so-called hunters are even close to me. I'm the king of the swamp, and I'm the roughest, toughest, and best gator hunter you will ever lay your eyes on. I do not fear the gators fear me, and rightfully so. I fill my tags every year, and I'm the only hunter to ever do so. Some guys may say they fill their tags, but they're nothing compared to me. I fill at least 300 gator tags every year, compared to those other guys who are lucky to fill 75. I also have the record for the largest gator ever caught on the swamp. I caught a 13-foot, 2,000-pound gator, so I'm pretty sure Bessie has no shot to escape me. The reason why I'm able to catch the gators is because of my tracking skills, gator bait, and dedication to the sport of gator hunting. The first reason why I should get the rights to capture this gator is because of my tracking skills. I use tricks that no one on the swamp would ever think of doing. I look for things like gator tracks, the type of area it is in, and the past history of gators that were caught there. Now, I'm not going to tell you how I do this, because that would reveal too much and put my hunting at risk. Not only do I do things that other hunters don't, I also got to me one of those fancy thingamajigs called GPS. This GPS lets me know where gators are and how deep they are in the swamp. I don't only rely on my GPS for tracking. I also have myself a special secret in my gator bait. My gator bait is the second reason why I should be chosen as a hunter. My gator bait is a family secret, but it contains things no one would ever think of doing. The secret to this bait is the smell, and it has a secret ingredient that no one would ever think of putting in it. This ingredient is so irresistible that once I pull it out of the bucket, those gators are jumping in my boat just to get a whiff of it. But this ingredient obviously can't be revealed. The final reason I should be chosen as a hunter is because of my dedication. I will fight through the rain, the wind, and 100-degree weather to catch my gators. While other hunters are taking a day off because it is too hot, too cold, too rainy, too windy, I risk my life every day to get these sons of guns. I will also battle through any storm to get Bessie. As you recall, just a few weeks ago, there was a tropical storm, and I fought through it while the other hunters took that day off. Also, since I have no family to go home to, I can afford to spend 10 hours on the water, while the others are restricted to 6 to 8 hours. As you can see,
Mr. Mayor!
Order, order! One more outburst like that and you're out of here.
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's tough. As you can see, I'm the most qualified hunter to get Bessie. This gator will be killed in a matter of 2 to 3 days if you give me this job, and that is guaranteed. With me as the hunter, this gator doesn't stand a chance, and I will remain the king of the swamp. Thank you for your time.
I have made my final decision as to who should capture Bessie. And my final decision is that Willie is the most qualified hunter to capture
Yes!
Bessie.
I won't let you down, sir. I won't let you down. I thank you for this opportunity.
You better not disappoint me.
Did you see that?
No.
Man?
Hello, all you ladies and gentlemen out there. My name's Troy.
My name's Willie.
Many of you may know us from Swamp People, and if you don't, you're missing out. Seriously. We may not be able to spell it right very well, but we sure can catch them big heads. And last time I checked, you ain't need none of them skills to catch them big heads. So when you out in the swamp, you need the proper equipment. And that's why we use the Slaughter 9000. When you got a tree shaker and you know it's a 12-footer and he's clenching down on that steel boot, you can't be worried about that little mosquito biting on their shoulder. So when you use the proper equipment, you need to get rid of it. Exactly. That's why we use the Slaughter 9000 every time.
Down in the bayou, Willie and Troy are rigging bait at the last place of Billy's death in hopes of catching Bessie.
Alright, so this is the last place of Billy was before I die. We're gonna use some shake and bake that Willie used. Mary Jane put it. We're gonna pour in some chicken broth. And we put in the chicken broth. We're gonna tie it to this branch right here. If this is the tree shaker that they really say it is, this tree will hold them nice and tight, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, we gonna catch this one. We gonna catch Bessie. We gonna catch Bessie.
I'm gonna tie this up.
You need some light here? You need some light here?
You lot.
Alright, you got some light.
This one's for you, Billy.
Alright,
We're gonna see tomorrow. See the line's down. We'll see.
Back on the bayou, Willie and Troy decide to ask their rival Junior for help this one time in order to catch that monster gator.
Hey, old man, we sure could use your help.
What makes you come all the way down here to ask to use my abilities?
We have a gator on the issue on our hands. We sure could use your help.
How big we talking?
Well, as we were told, the gator's no bigger than a cattail.
Sounds to me like y'all just a bunch of wussies. But I guess I can help y'all.
Thanks, old man. We owe you one.
I'm sure as confused as a rattlesnake in a big old ocean. What do y'all know me?
It's a figure of speech where I come from, you stupid old man.
Well, I sure as Hades don't tolerate that talk, young man. So you better conform to my culture.
Do that? Me and Willie gonna be showing you folks in them British counties how to be catching them gators without saying a word.
Yeah, we gonna show you how we communicate in the deep south of US of A.
The most important thing is to be silent.
There are many gestures and signals that are different in the South. I guess Junior and Willie want to show them to you. At the moment, Junior and Willie are on their way down the bayou to their baits to see if they have a gator. Let's watch and see how they catch the monster without talking. Looks like Junior has spotted a gator. Notice how the two are keeping their distance. In the US, it is not normal to be excessively close to one person. Notice Troy's expression. It's showing that this is a big gator. Now let's see if they can wrestle him in. Willie does not seem too happy with Troy, and Troy's showing the same expression. Looks like Willie's gonna be sleeping in the doghouse tonight.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Troy.
My name's Willie.
Many of you may know us from Swamp People, and if you don't, you listen out.
Listen out. Seriously.
We may not be able to spell it right very well, but we sure can catch them big heads. And last time I checked, we don't need none of them skills to catch them. So when you need to catch them big heads, you need the proper equipment, and that's why we use Batty Scratcher. When Bobby Joe has a big scratch on his back, I don't want to go in that hairy big old jungle, so that's why I use Batty Scratcher. Batty Scratcher gets the job done. Batty Scratcher always works.
Willie and Troy spotted the gator again. However, the last time they did it, the gator got away. Let's see if their new modified expressions will catch this gator. They're talking about being very silent. Willie spotted the gator. Troy's telling them to wait a minute because they're going to get them from each side. All right, here they come. They're keeping their distance. They're signaling 1, 2, 3 to wait. Oh, and they pounce. Did they get him? Did they get him? Looks like their nonverbal communication caught them a gator. Seems to be a big one. Oh yeah, look at that big head. Look at that thing.
There we go.
Hello, you ladies and gentlemen out there. My name's Troy.
And my name's Willie.
Many of you may know us from Swamp People, but if you don't, you're missing out.
Missing out. Seriously.
We may not be able to spell right very well, but we sure can catch them big heads. And last time I checked, you don't need none of them skills to catch them. So that's why when we catch them big heads, we need the proper equipment. And that's why we use Scare 'em Gator. When Susie Lou's out in the dock and she jumps in that mud hole of a swamp thinking it's a pool, but it's really not. You see a 12-footer, a tree shaker coming at her, you ain't gonna get there in time because that tree shaker is gonna eat her up like nothing. So that's why you use Scare 'em Gator, cause it's like me, but in a bottle.
Willie and Troy just picked up Junior to help catch Bessie. They are now out on the bayou getting ready to search for this monster.
So what's the story behind this here gator?
Well, apparently, little Susie Lou was out swimming on that old swamp over there, and the gator took her, and now she's gone. So the mayor sent us down so we can take care of this little issue.
Well, I guess that's one less person we have to worry
Hey
about.
now, Willie, be respectful of the dead.
Sorry, but where I come from, we make jokes about the dead so we can move on.
As you can see, there's somewhat of a miscommunication between Troy and Willie based on where they grew up.
Hey, enough of that belly aching between y'all. I see a gator over yonder.
Alright, let's go get it.
Hi there.
I'm Willie from Swamp People. Have you ever had beef jerky that was dry and tasted just like gator skin? Well, I'm here to show you my new homemade jerky that will solve that problem. Gator jerky. Now I know you guys have probably already had some of that old gator jerky, but you have not had my homemade, handmade, American-made gator jerky. I boil my gator slices for 48 hours in herbs and spices before I dry it out. That's the secret to my gator jerky. Everybody here in the bayou knows that my gator jerky is the best, even the gators. So, if you want to stop eating that dry, lifeless gator jerky, buy some of my new gator jerky at 1-800-234-GATOR for only $8 a bag. By the way, I thought you ought to know, if you call now, I'll give you an extra bag for free.
Looks like old Missy took our bait from last night. You can sure tell she's a tree shaker. Look how big that gator is. Look at how big that is. Oh, shh. Oh, we got it.
I'm gonna get him from this side.
All right,
Ready?
Oh,
no! Get him!
Willie!
Get him!
Shoot him!
Nice shot, Willie. I think you got him. I think you got him.
Get to the town one. It's the town one.
He's locked on.
Oh, look at that thing.
Look, I was wearing my steel boot.
Look at that big head.
That's sure a tree shaker.
We are gathered here at this ceremony for Willie to give his acceptance speech for catching the monster gator Bessie. Thankfully, everybody was all right and nobody was harmed in the catching of Bessie. However, Troy and Junior were not able to make this. They are at a funeral for their dear friend Mitchell, who died earlier this week.
Alright, I wrote a few things to say today. Thank you all. This is an honor I've always wanted to gain for my whole life. I would like to thank my dad, my gramps, for getting me hooked on this. I would like to thank the big guy upstairs for giving me the courage, hope, and determination to go on the bayou day after day, year after year to get these beasts. I would also like to thank my awesome wife for letting me risk my life every day to catch these big heads. This gator has been ruling the bayou for years and killing fishermen in the process. It is not only good for us to get this gator, but it will also make the swamp safer for everyone, including those pesky stray dogs. I know it will be safer for me when I take my weekly bath in that swamp. Finally, it has been a dream of mine to win this award, and I thank the city for this chance to catch this gator. The next time there's a gator problem like this, I'll be up there again to prove to you that I'm the king of the swamp. After Junior and Troy's successful day in the swamp, they headed on over to Mitchell's funeral to pay their final respects.
Hey, Junior, it's good seeing you.
Nice seeing you too, Troy.
I can't believe this happened. It seems like it happened so quick. Remember that one time we moved that swamp house for his friend? His brother, sisters, aunts, twice removed son's brother? He did it out of love and respect. He didn't live the fancy life. He lived it off the land, and that's how it's supposed to be.
That was Mitchell.
Mitchell was such a great man. He's gonna be a great man up there in heaven, catching them gators. I'm gonna miss him so much, but he's in a better place now. Rest in peace.
Love you, Mitchell.
Love you.